Hey guys, Swaptech here. It's been a while since Zhu Yuan's release, and after a fair bit of testing, I'm really excited to share with you some of my findings, because these are some important tips and tricks that I haven't really seen people talk about yet, even in the more popular guides. In this video, I'll cover how to better manage Zhu Yuan's enhanced Shotshells, and why I believe that an off-field Swaptech playstyle is better for her. I'll also be showing you a cool quick assist Swaptech with supports that you should learn to weave into your gameplay. Now, as a foreword, I won't be covering her kit basics as there are already plenty of guides out there that do so. If you aren't yet familiar with Zhu Yuan's kit, I'd recommend first checking out Goba's Zhu Yuan guide as he goes through her kit, combos and rotations really thoroughly, which are all fundamentals that you should at least familiarize yourself with first. And with that, I present to you my Zhu Yuan Swaptech guide. The bulk of Zhu Yuan's damage comes from gaining enhanced Shotshells and spending them in her suppressive mode. Outside of suppressive mode, Zhu Yuan's damage can be quite underwhelming despite her damage multipliers because of longer animations, splitting her damage between physical and ether, and also being prone to interruptions and dodging. Thus, good management of her enhanced Shotshells can make a big difference in your Zhu Yuan's damage output. And I'm referring to three main things. Number 1, keeping track of how many enhanced Shotshells Zhu Yuan currently has. Number 2, knowing when to spend them. And number 3, how best to earn them back. Now, before going deeper into Shotshell management, I'd like to preface the section with this important piece of information. Zhu Yuan's suppressive mode has 3 parts. Part 1 has her fire off one of her enhanced Shotshell, Part 2 another 1 enhanced Shotshell, and Part 3 3 enhanced Shotshells. So if you look at her damage multiplier, Part 3 does 3 times the damage of Parts 1 and 2, meaning each enhanced Shotshell does the same damage. And this is to say that you don't need to worry about pulling off her full suppressive mode combo all the time, because you're not losing out on any damage if you have to interrupt suppressive mode to dodge or parry incoming attacks, or to Swaptech. This leads me to my first point, which is that you should be keeping track of how many Shotshells you have on Zhu Yuan all the time. Zhu Yuan can only hold a max of 9 enhanced Shotshells, and gaining more than the max is just wasting potential damage. However, you also don't want to find yourself entering your burst window with not enough Shotshells for a proper rotation as well. A good overall tip is to set a cutoff of about 2 to 5 enhanced Shotshells before going into your chain attack that starts off your burst window, because throughout the chain attack, Zhu Yuan will gain an additional 4 more enhanced Shotshells, 3 from her chain attack and 1 from her quick assist in from your support agent. Throughout the fight, if you find yourself with more than 2 to 5 enhanced Shotshells outside of the burst window, feel free to spend them for damage. This leads me to my second point, which is spending enhanced Shotshells. Remember that you do not need to follow through with her entire suppressive mode string, because each shot does effectively the same damage. With Swaptech, spending enhanced Shotshells is really easy and barely takes up any field time at all. You have 3 Swaptechs available, 1 for each of her suppressive mode parts. Firstly, you have the Hold B1 swap. This is where you hold the basic attack button until Zhu Yuan starts her backflip and then swap off of her. When using this on its own, she will first perform her regular B1 before backflipping into her Hold B1. But if you hold the basic attack button before she finishes up with another move, such as an assist follow-up or her EX skill, she will instantly go into a Hold B1, which makes this even faster. This tech allows you to spend 1 of her enhanced Shotshells really quickly. Secondly, you have the Hold B2 swap, which is just the Hold B1 swap, but you only swap off of her after she fires off her first shot and is lining up for her second shot. This tech spends 2 enhanced Shotshells. And thirdly, you guessed it, the hold B3 swap, which is where you swap off right after she is done firing her second shot and is lining up for her third shot. And she will go on to complete the entire part of this attack and spend 3 of her enhanced short shells. Now among these 3 Swaptechs, I recommend using the hold B1 swap and the hold B3 swap the most. The former because it's very fast to execute, and the latter because it cuts down on the animation time of Zhu Yuan's full suppressive mode chain by almost half while still spending 5 enhanced short shells. The hold B2 swap is neither fast nor spends very many of her enhanced short shells, but it is still an option if you somehow desperately need to spend exactly 2 enhanced short shells, I guess. Now, why should you even use these Swaptechs in the first place? Because unlike an agent like Ellen, who can very easily and quickly generate her own flash-free stacks and needs to chain her skills for optimal damage output, Zhu Yuan has quite poor on-field generation of her enhanced short shells. Her entire basic chain only grants her 2 enhanced short shells and is contingent on getting to her B4 and B5, which means you cannot get hit or dodge. Additionally, even if you do dodge, her dodge counter only grants her 1 enhanced short shell. Instead, it's better to keep her off-field and spend all that on-field time on your stun agent to try and get into your burst window faster, while accessing Zhu Yuan's better charge generation options. Which leads us into the next point in managing enhanced short shells: how to gain them faster. Zhu Yuan's EX special, her chain attack and her assist follow-up all grant her 3 enhanced short shells each, and they are very accessible when she is off-field. In the case of her chain attack and assist follow-up, they are even more accessible than when Zhu Yuan is on-field herself. First, let's look at her EX special. It's pretty straightforward, a long animation skill where Zhu Yuan fires off 3 consecutive shots, and this means that it's easily swap-techable. Simply hit your skill button and swap off. She is completely invulnerable as it's an EX skill. All agents have passive energy generation when they are off-field, and consistent Swaptechs with Zhu Yuan to spend her enhanced short shells will also grant her more energy. Her chain attack and assist follow-ups are where the real juice are. We get 1 chain attack on normal enemies, 2 on elites, and 3 on bosses. Now consider this, if we start on Zhu Yuan, on normal enemies we don't get to chain attack with her at all. On elites we can, on the second chain attack, but that prevents us from ending the chain on our support agent, so no quick assist from there. It is only on bosses that we get to chain attack on Zhu Yuan and end on our support agent to quick assist into Zhu Yuan for her burst rotation. Now, if we didn't start on Zhu Yuan, on normal enemies we get to launch Zhu Yuan's chain attack for 3 enhanced short shells. On elites, we get to launch Zhu Yuan's chain attack and end on our support for a quick assist into Zhu Yuan for a total of 4 enhanced short shells. And on bosses, there's not much difference, we still get the chain attack and quick assist for 4 enhanced short shells. Overall, the economy of her enhanced short shells is much improved by simply starting on another agent, but that's not all. This also applies to her assist follow-up, something you can only trigger by being on another agent and then swapping to Zhu Yuan for her evasive assist. Compared to being on Zhu Yuan and doing a dodge counter which grants you 1 enhanced short shell, this grants you 3. So not only are you able to field your stun agent and try to stun enemies faster to get into your burst window sooner, you also gain enhanced short shells faster and have more to spend outside of your burst window, while at the same time maintaining a sufficient amount going into your burst window for your optimal burst rotation. And this is why I feel that Zhu Yuan is best played with an off-field Swaptech playstyle. Now, there's an additional tech that Zhu Yuan has that ups the synergy with her support agents even more, and that's the quick assist lockout cancel. I've talked about Lockout in my Swaptech guide video, but if you haven't seen it yet, when your agent is performing an attack and you swap off of them, they will finish their attack and leave the field, but as long as they are still present on field, you cannot swap back to them, and this is called the Lockout. The quick assist bypasses this lockout, and all supports have a way to access quick assist through their EX special, which also tends to be their buffing skill. Not only that, Zhu Yuan's quick assist grants her 1 enhanced short shell as well, which means that if you have enough energy on your support, you can do something like this.
Taking the shot.
It's quite a simple tech. Perform your intended Swaptech move on Zhu Yuan first. In this case, I'm using an EX special. Then, swap back to your support, tap your EX special and quick assist to force Zhu Yuan back onto the field. In this example, since I paired this tech with Zhu Yuan's EX special, I gain a total of 4 enhanced Shotshells. If I instead pair this tech with Zhu Yuan's hold B1 swap, I spend and I gain back 1 enhanced Shotshell for 0 net change. This also enables 2 full suppressive mode strings if I start from the max of 9 enhanced Shotshells. Simply perform your first suppressive mode string, swapping into your support agent, hit your support agent's EX special, then quick assist back into Zhu Yuan to another full suppressive mode string. It's worth noting that this tech comes at the cost of forsaking any alternative execution methods for your support agent's EX special, since you will be relying on a tap EX special to get the quick assist out fast. So to conclude, I'll do a quick recap as usual. 2 main takeaways from this video. Firstly, learn to manage Zhu Yuan's enhanced Shotshells well. Field your stun agent so that Zhu Yuan has access to better enhanced Shotshell gains, and spend them when you have access for damage. This is why she is better played with an off-field Swaptech playstyle. Secondly, learn the quick assist lockout cancel tech and weave that in where possible to help Zhu Yuan earn that 1 more enhanced Shotshell per quick assist, while at the same time refreshing support agent buffs. And that's it for this video. Please let me know again in the comments below if this video has helped you or if I've missed anything or gotten something wrong. Otherwise, thank you so much for watching and I'll see you in the next video. Bye!